What's this video? WrestleMania, awful WrestleMania, SummerSlam plans.
What is going on, guys? It is WrestleMania here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including Roman Reigns returning with a big change. WWE are still.
So I heard that Roman Reigns is supposed to return at Evolution. Um, that's I guess from the merchandise that was pushed. That's the rumors for this Saturday, but we'll see what this video has to say.
Trying to sabotage AEW, the most hated wrestler ever, the Soraya appearing at Evolution, WWE planning a Santino Marella return, an
Santino
ECW
Morel,
legend is
really?
cancer free, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that
He is
notification
in
bell for
TNA,
daily
right? Something
wrestling
like that.
videos and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new videos on WrestleMania XL. Now let's do the intro and get straight into our first story.
Great videos, by the way, by him.
Now, our first story looks at Roman Reigns returning to WWE with a big change. The top of today's news is a question on many fans' minds is when Roman Reigns is returning to WWE. While fans haven't heard anything concrete on Roman's return, as a tribal chief has been off TV since Paul Heyman betrayed him at night one of WrestleMania 41, WWE's began
Well, technically, it was an episode of Raw. That's when the last time he showed up was after when Braun Breaker was announced.
dropping hints that Reigns is on his way back, including recent comments from Roman's former wise man, well, now the oracle for Seth Rollins, Paul Heyman, that Reigns is afraid to come back. Now, while it's believed that
He has
Roman
been
will
mentioning a lot
wrestle
of
at
Reigns
SummerSlam,
recently.
a two-night event booked for the 2nd and 3rd of August, there's no word on when Reigns will return to set up his first match since WrestleMania 41. However, with the biggest party of the summer just 20
Yeah, the crazy thing is that Roman Reigns shows up in the SummerSlam poster and as well as the Survivor Series, so he has to come back.
2 days away, it's believed that WWE will set up an angle soon to set up his return bout. One possibility is Saturday night's main event,
That's
where
what people
Bill
were saying.
Goldberg will wrestle his retirement match against World Heavyweight Champion Gunther.
Sorry, did I
With
say
some fans
Evolution? I meant
suggesting that
Summer
Seth Rollins may
main
decide to
event.
cash in his Money in the Bank briefcase at Saturday night's main event after Goldberg and Gunther beat each other senseless, but that Roman Reigns will show up to spoil Seth's plan. This
That
would
would
be
be
a
cool. That
high-profile
would be
place to
cool.
showcase Roman's comeback. Nonetheless, fans believe that WWE will save it for SmackDown since the promotion may not want Roman's return to overshadow Goldberg versus Gunther. Now, although
I actually wouldn't mind if it was overshadowed because honestly, I think with the Goldberg and Gunther match, it's gonna be pretty boring. I actually don't see much coming from it. I think a lot of people didn't really ask for it. I honestly think they were like a year too late or 6 months too late because that thing with Goldberg and Gunther should have been a feud way before it was announced. So I thought it was kind of dumb how they announced that.
the timetable for Roman's return remains a mystery, new reports suggest he will be using a new nickname when he returns.
I heard about
WrestleNews is
this.
reporting
They're saying the news is gonna be OTC1 or something like that.
with his return drawing
Oh,
closer,
here we
we're
go.
told the moniker OTC1 or Tribal Chief 1 is the leading idea for how Roman Reigns will be presented upon his return to television. Sources continue to indicate Reigns is slated for SummerSlam at MetLife Stadium. Now, the new name Tribal Chief 1 is set to invite discussion amongst fans as
Why
they
would they
wonder why
change it that
Roman
though?
is adopting a new nickname after adopting the original Tribal Chief following his battle with Solo Sikoa over the rights to be called a Tribal Chief. I mean, if he's nicknaming himself Tribal Chief 1, does that still mean that he acknowledges Solo Sikoa as a
I
Tribal
was gonna say,
Chief?
is there a
But
tribal
like
chief
many
too?
discussions in WWE, this probably boils down to merchandising, as WWE can release a new selection of OTC1
Oh yeah,
swag.
probably.
Knowing how popular Roman is, they'll probably sell out.
Yeah, WWE's been doing this for a while now. They've been really going ham at merch, and I've noticed that every week. And I get it. It is a business in the end of the day, and they have to make money, through merch. But I know every week they always promote merch, and there's always product placement on stuff. So I'm not surprised if they switched it to OTC1 or whatever they call it, Tribal Chief One, just because for merchandise purposes.
In a matter of minutes. Next up, WWE's horrible plans for SummerSlam. What
This
is
would be interesting.
WWE actually doing with SummerSlam? Now, according to rumors, Jelly Roll is going to be wrestling at SummerSlam.
Wait,
According to
why?
PW Insider, Jelly Roll has been doing some pro wrestling training in anticipation of
I'm gonna be honest with you. I have no idea who this guy is.
competing in his first ever match at the two-night SummerSlam. Tonight's SmackDown is supposed to kick off that storyline. It's also been reported that Jelly Roll is expected to join forces with a top babyface. Whilst we don't know who that
I've heard it might be Cody Rhodes, and the reason why I say that's because there was a couple memes where they said Jelly Roll doing the shooting star or something like that, and then it had a Cody Rhodes face. Just saying.
that top babyface is, we do know who else is going to be involved in that storyline, and it's none other than Logan Paul.
Oh, there you
According
go.
to PW Insider
I haven't
Elite,
seen Logan Paul in a while.
WWE creative sources this morning stated that Jelly Roll storyline will see the actor and singer clash with Logan Paul. Like, what in the world are WWE thinking at this point? Who in their right mind wants to see Jelly Roll wrestle in the ring? Was Triple H in creative and just thought, wow, light bulb, maybe we should have Jelly Roll in the ring?
This isn't the first time they had celebrities though wrestle, so I mean I'm not too surprised about this. I mean if it could be like Jelly Roll versus Travis Scott, I'd be okay with that.
With somebody. We get that celebrities are a part of WWE, and some celebrities like Bad Bunny have blown us away. But this is just
I haven't watched the Bad Bunny
Kenny
one.
Omega was right when he said a couple of WrestleManias down the road, the main event is
Mr. Beast. I can 100% see that.
Next up, John Cena's last opponent revealed. Could Drew McIntyre end up being John Cena's last opponent? Let's look at some recent comments from McIntyre during a chat with Sports Illustrated that suggests that Drew is looking to challenge the current...
Not gonna lie, it'd be pretty fucking amazing if Drew McIntyre won the WWE Championship. I can definitely see that for sure.
WWE Undisputed Champion. I've never had a singles match with Cena. He's been ducking me his entire career. Don't know why. I'm sure he'd put a spin on it, as he always does. He's not the same John Cena. He's a little bitch these days. Would you guys like to see Cena wrestle Drew in
I would
his
love to
last
see
match
that.
ever? Next up,
Drew's
WWE
been
is
screwed
still
over
trying
a
to sabotage
good amount of times.
AEW. Now, is WWE counter-programming another AEW pay-per-view? Well, according to WrestleVotes Radio, WWE is booking NXT Heatwave the same day as AEW's 24th August Forbidden Door pay-per-view. Now, what's caught some people's attention is that the decision came from TKO executives as opposed to WWE executives. Now, we aren't sure how much weight to put in this distinction as WWE has been counter-programming AEW for years. Nonetheless, it suggests TKO is fully invested in giving AEW competition whenever it runs a show. WWE is already under fire for scheduling 3 shows this same weekend as AEW's All In event, with critics claiming WWE wants to overshadow.
I heard AEW is actually pretty good. I haven't watched it, but I know a few people are in it. Obviously, you know, Edge and everything. But I heard it's pretty good.
One of AEW's biggest events. WrestleVotes recently discussed WWE's apparent strategy. This is definitely something WWE wants to do, where if NXT is on the road and booking for arenas, they want to do it somewhere where they're going to have the last word of the night. AEW is going to be having All In the afternoon, and WWE is going to come in thereafter with Saturday night's main event.
That's
so
crazy.
At the end of the day, you're not just talking about the fallout from AEW, you're talking about what WWE is doing as well, controlling the narrative and momentum online, so there's no coincidence. There's definitely a directive coming from WWE with the behest of TKO behind it. They're all for it. They want to do more of these things. It's unlikely this counter-programming will end unless WWE finds AEW shows outdrawing its own shows. The biggest question is how much the WWE shows are affecting AEW pay-per-view buys. Next up, Ricochet blasts WWE. A current AEW talent, Ricochet isn't
I forgot the guy.
to his thoughts on WWE's
He's in
counter-programming
AEW, right?
AEW events.
Yeah,
Once the news was out, Ricochet tweeted, "Bitch move." Ricochet isn't alone in his sentiment, but it's doubtful WWE even cares. Next up, another bout booked
really
for
don't.
Saturday night's main event. Tomorrow's Saturday night's main event just got bigger as WWE has
Jimmy
announced
versus
that Big
Solo.
Jim Uso will challenge Solo Sikoa for the United States Championship. This is particularly interesting due to the
Jimmy's gonna lose. I already know it. Like Solo's had it for a couple of days. I'd be shocked that Jimmy win. That'd be amazing. But you know, just from experience and watching WWE, Jimmy's gonna lose it.
ongoing rivalry between Solo and his MFTs.
But it is cool that he's having his first single match though, for actually for something. So this is cool.
That being the My Family Tree faction and Jacob Fatu. Knowing Solo's habit of having his henchmen Tala Tonga, Tongaloa, and JC Mateo interfere in his matches, along with the fact that the referee is normally blind when they interfere, chances are Jimmy will have the deck stacked against him. But the question is, will Jacob Fatu show up to help, and will he come alone, or could fans see Jey Uso arrive to help his brother? Next up, the most hated wrestler.
Sami Uso?
A report from Cryptomaniac Sport did a survey on which wrestlers received the most hate online. Well, it seems that Charlotte Flair came in at number 1, but the report...
I'm not gonna lie though, when Charlotte... I mean, I personally didn't care. I thought she was awesome regardless, but I can see why people don't like her. But Charlotte team of Alexa Bliss is huge turn for her, and I think she'll be way more liked more. Because the good thing about like WWE fans too, they're very forgiving. So even though you're like a bad guy, get booed, but as soon as you change to like face or something like that, they're easier to forgive, and they're like they love you immediately. Crazy how that works.
analyzed millions of social media posts using natural language and sentiment analysis tools. The study from Cryptomaniac Sports looked at more than 350 high-profile athletes across NFL, soccer, NBA, and WWE AEW to identify which stars received the most online abuse from fans. The study revealed that Flair is in a class of her own when it comes to hatred. The research found that not only was the former women's champion the most troll wrestler out of the 100 plus in the study, she also faced more online abuse than any other athlete in the study,
That's wild.
including major figures such as Patrick Mahomes, LeBron James, Travis Kelce, and Kylian
That's really
Mbappe.
sad.
Given the amount of vitriol thrown at sports athletes, you might think that the NFL, NBA, and Premier League players would land in the top spot. However, Charlotte Flair, Nia Jax, and Mercedes Moné topped
Jesus.
the overall list, edging out the sports superstars.
That's wild. Nia Jax. Well, actually, I'm not too surprised. But honestly, I'll be honest with you, with the women's division with WWE, I think it's amazing. I think a lot of them working their butt off, and I think they're I don't think they deserve the hate. I think they're all doing very well. Like Charlotte's doing great, Nia Jax. Well, CM Punk, yeah, for sure, they're all doing pretty well. Chris Jericho, I actually don't know about Chris Jericho for that one. Jade, really? That's interesting. See, I don't really get it, but Nikki Bella as well in the bottom. I just realized that. Like, there's some I don't really care too much about, but whatever. I don't know why I try to get with
The
that.
report listed the 10 wrestlers who received the most
Alexa
fight, with
Bliss?
Saraya
I love
coming at
Alexa
number
Bliss.
4, Tegan Knox, CM Punk, Chris Jericho, Cora Jade, the Young Bucks, and then Jade Cargill at number 10.
But I guess you're always
Wrestling
gonna get
fans
hate
have been
regardless.
accused of letting loose on social media, and if this study has any credibility, it may be further proof that wrestling fans make sports fans look like amateurs. Now, it's worth noting that this study is unlikely to be a peer-reviewed, so take it with a grain of salt. Next up, WWE planning Santina Marella return. Now, is WWE planning to bring back former superstar Santina Marella, now working in TNA?
I don't understand what WWE is doing sometimes because I feel like we have so many superstars in the business. Like, why do we keep bringing back older people? Like, we have literally a bunch of talent like ready to go, but WWE doesn't even use half of them. It's so weird. I mean, I don't know why no one uses them. It's like Io Sky being champion for since before WrestleMania, and she hasn't got any one-on-one matches. Insane.
WrestleVotes is reporting that WWE officials are hopeful they can utilize Santino.
He's in
known for his
TNA though.
incredible comedic talents, is a fan favorite, and there's no doubt WWE fans would embrace him. Santino's daughter Ariana Grace, who worked what is believed to be the first father-daughter tag team.
Oh yeah, I thought that was
Santino
pretty
last
great
May,
though.
is currently
That was
working in NXT. It's unclear if
I think they'll probably use him for like Royal Rumble or something like that. I don't think they're gonna use it anytime soon, but Royal Rumble sounds about right.
WWE plans call for Morella to work in WWE's development brand, or whether he'll appear on the main roster. Would you guys like to see Santino return though? Next up is Saraya appearing at Evolution. Now, is former AEW Women's Champion Saraya, aka former superstar Paige,
This is actually gonna be
appearing
pretty
at Sunday's
exciting. I'm pretty
Evolution
excited for
pay-per-view?
Revolution.
There have been whispers about this for some time, and a recent tweet from Saraya only has added fuel to the fire. Not me leaving Hawaii for one day to come sign, so you better be there.
So I was watching her podcast with CVV, and then something she mentioned was really important is that, and it's funny. I was actually talking to my wife about that yesterday. Is that Vince McMahon had such a different view on women in WrestleMania. Oh, sorry, not WrestleMania. WWE, where like, because if you watch WWE now than before, like during the Attitude Era is really like, kind of like very cat fight like, and like the pulling hair, and I think she apparently she fought like a dude, and so because of that, Vince McMahon's like, no, you gotta pull hair and some shit like that. So it's kind of weird, and like I think that's how it was, and honestly, it was actually really boring. That was the most like I would always skip over, the matches when the women's fight because they're just so boring. It was just like cat fight and screaming. That was it. But nowadays, I'm just so glad now the women in WWE now they can just go full out, do fucking flips, do swantongs and flips and moonsaults and I don't know. It's really fun to watch now, and they can still pull it as a sexy way. I mean, have you seen Stephanie's move, the Devil's Kiss? It's like it's still kind of sexy, but it's just entertaining to watch. So I think that's what Sarah was trying to say in that one.
If you bring anything, bring sunscreen so my pale ass doesn't burn when I turn around and come back. See you Saturday in Phoenix. The thing is, she's only there for one day, so a Sunday appearance could be possible. But that's not.
I didn't know she was in
in
AEW. I don't know too much about her, but I've just heard
Paige.
from what she
I
said
miss
though.
Paige so much. I tell people all the time. So again, when I went to AEW, I didn't want to be close to my character in WWE because of the comparisons. I was like, okay, and then I ended up being like a chicken shit heel with AEW, which is all fun and good, but there's a ceiling to that. Saraya may get her fair share of criticism on social media, but she remains popular with her many fans. With rumors of Saraya's WWE return being inevitable, Evolution seems like a great place for a triumphant return. Next up, another wrestler joins the Street Fighter cast. Now add New Japan Pro Wrestling star Hiroki Goto to the
No
growing list of
way.
wrestlers set to
Did not
appear in
expect
the
that.
upcoming Street Fighter film. Fightful Select reports that he's now on board for the
Really?
film and will be playing E Honda, the sumo fighter.
Is he
in
that
the game.
big?
Next up is Dustin Rhodes never coming
That's
back to
kinda weird.
WWE. Now it appears that fans won't get to see Dustin Rhodes working
Oh.
on any programs in WWE
I'm not
with
surprised.
his brother Cody Rhodes. The Dallas Morning News is reporting that Dustin is locked into a 6-year deal with AEW. Now you may recall a
It's hard to see him as like not Goldust because he's been Goldust for so long to me.
report in late 2024 that
But
Dustin
to be fair, that he did change it pretty quickly, so I think everyone forgot about Goldust.
pen to paper on a new AEW deal, and now fans are learning the details behind the deal. Dustin continues to impress fans with his work ethic and in-ring abilities as he still puts on an exciting matches despite his age.
Oh, he does,
Just
yeah.
how much longer he'll wrestle is unknown, but Dustin told Renee Paquette last month that he believes that AEW president Tony
That
Khan
fight,
will give him a
that
big
wrestle match
send-off.
with
I think he's gonna give
with
me the
Cody
opportunity
and
to go
Dustin,
up
man,
like
that was
Sting did,
good.
and that's the most respect that I could ever feel. Feel the most love. The most
He was
passion for
very
this company,
comedic
and
with,
I feel it every single day.
with
Dustin's career dates back
Goldust.
to the
Yeah,
late
there you go,
80s, and he's
Goldust.
shown an
He was
uncanny ability to
great.
stay relevant by reinventing himself.
He's
Whether it's
really
his
good at
time as
that.
the Natural, Goldust, or his current work in AEW, he remains a draw and a relevant figure in pro wrestling. And finally, an ECW legend is cancer-free. And last but not least, great
Oh,
news
nice.
for AEW legend Francine as she recently tweeted a health update about a potential
Oh, there you go.
cancer
Great.
scare. Just
Fantastic.
got my biopsy results and no cancer was found. God is good. Thank you for
Love
all
it.
the prayers and positive thoughts that you sent my way. Now, we're thrilled to hear this, and judging from the comments on Francine's X account, her fans are as well. But there you have it, folks. The wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you
No,
next
these are
time
great.
with some more
These are
wrestling
fantastic.
content.
This is fantastic. This is a great video. I really like this video a lot. Make sure you give a like and subscribe to the channel, and as well as watch the video. But yeah, no, this is gonna be really interesting on how Saturday is gonna go. Roman could return this Saturday or SummerSlam. But it seems like they're teasing something great, so I'm pretty excited for that. So yeah, anyways, check out that video and give a like on it.